what I'm doing tonight is continuing on with my Frank Zappa month. It's December 2013, 20 years since he went to the great gig in the sky, as they say. 4th of December 1993 is when he passed away, but he was born on the 21st of December, so most Frank Zappa nuts like me generally tend to think, well, December, I'll blow the dust off all my vinyl and play all my Frank Zappa albums, So what I'm doing tonight is talking about different elements over the last couple of episodes and if I break all my episodes, of the Drum Show into, well, I have to deliver 3 segments for each particular show of around about 8 minutes each. All the segments I've done, which is coming up to about a dozen at least, actually, I've tried to create talk about a different topic about Frank Zappa's work. And tonight is all about his earlier work. I've got all the first Mothers of Inventions albums, the first 6 years. And this particular segment of the show, I'm talking about random elements and putting them together as a cohesive whole. And his satire, he would play something serious and then finish it off with a, something like that. So what could happen is that you could take all these elements, and here I go. I'll try and combine them all. Something like that anyway. And you can create a little bit of a groove, and you can actually do anything with anything, okay? And that's the idea. You just take all these bits and pieces, you can put it in, and somewhere music just appears. There you go. I better wrap the show up. What I'm talking about is all things Frank Zappa. And what I'm doing is talking about all these different elements that he encapsulated into his music. I've talked about things like fives and sevens over a Celtic rhythm. I've talked about many different things over both this episode and the last couple of episodes actually. And what I'm doing is trying to spend this month, Frank Zappa Month, just talking about the great man's work, not only his history. I've done that. Now I'm talking more early mothers. I've got all the early albums in front of me here. And I've used this little device here. Once again, thank you, Irene and Peter, for the use of it. But essentially to create different sounds, that make example of his styles of music and all sorts of things. Mixolydian modes I've talked about. He liked to solo over. Polyrhythmic playing, very much he was a 5 and 7 kind of guy. He liked lots of quintuplets and he liked lots of septuplets. And that's something else that I'm trying to get across with the pieces of music that I'm preparing and all that. All with a very tongue-in-cheek kind of satirical kind of way. He could get very, very serious, and right at the end he goes, "Meh," puts in a funny sound, that kind of thing. And that's another thing I want to address, is just a simple sense of humour. He could be quite cutting and biting at times as well. So there was everything to the man. So there you go. That's my show. My name is Chris Quinlan. I'll sign off. If you want to contact me, it's melbournemusos@hotmail.com. Plenty of stuff on YouTube. I've just put my 500th clip to YouTube. This is show 619 or 20. I'm not sure yet until I start adding it up. But essentially, I hope you're getting something out of these episodes, whether you see them on TV or you see them on the web or YouTube, wherever. YouTube/Melbourne Musos, the Drum Show. And there you go. And anyway, I will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye.